Hello, beautiful people. Most welcome to the page here on GBC News. This is where we do chit-chatting. We get those who matter when it comes to sports development. Today, our lenses are on weightlifting. Remember, the African Games, the 13th edition, has ended. But people are still talking about it. It has been rated as one of the best since the competition started in terms of everything, infrastructure, athlete performance, everything, spectatorship, everything. It's been top notch. And one discipline that really justified why governments must really take a second look at them and then help to push, because potentials are there, as was weightlifting. 29 disciplines took place, weightlifting was part of it. And today, we're looking at the athletes' angle, what the athletes can see about the experience at the African Games. What really has the African Games done for them? What platform really did the African Games serve for them? That indeed they have reached there, or there is an opportunity for them to really get to that height. And the African Games has just been the best platform for them. They will tell us, and tell us more, what really are they expecting, and what should Ghanaians be expecting also from them now that they've put up their A game at the African Games? What should we be expecting from them? So today, I have the general captain of the Team Ghana for the 13th African Games. The general captain is in the house, and he also happens to be the captain for the national weightlifting team. He is in the person of Gabriel Owusu. Gabriel is in the house. Most welcome, Capito.
Thank you very much, boss.
And then next to him is you people, which one do you use? Some people don't like coach, they like trainers. Some like managers.
Coach.
So you are a coach.
Yes.
So a coach of the national weightlifting team, and then Gabriel as well is in the house. Then, most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so today we'll give you a teaser. On the African Games platform, these were some of the exciting moments. And so just a flashback, watch how this gentleman in the studio really dazzled his fans, make sure that the fans that can really went home smiling, irrespective of whatever really has happened. And remember, Gabriel here is not in the lightweight category, but the super heavyweight, which means that I wonder that didn't mean they can lift an I-10 car with their. So let's go, and then the studio. Let's see what really happened. Let's give you a little bit of a flashback. When we come back, I'll take the initial comments, and then we start with our discussions. So the gentleman just saw on our screen, this is a flashback. The last video, you could see that it was pixelating because we were super excited taking him, and then he's here. So I won't take the wind out of his seal. He's coming to share the experience with his African Games, it is coming, it has arrived, it has ended. Gabriel, once again, let me say congratulations to you for really leading Team Ghana, because at the end of the day, your story looks bright. You gave Ghana the first gold medal, weightlifting. When I say you, I mean weightlifting. Your team really gave Ghana their first gold medal. When people were taking, we didn't get. So now, start and share the experience with us. Gabriel, what sort of African Games did you experience? And one, for the hand side, tell Ghanaians whether you've been to any of the African games and even participated, and what really did the Ghana version, the 13th edition, really do for you?
Oh, okay. I think this is my first time of participating in the All African Games. Although I've gone through a lot of championship, but this is my first time of this All African Games, and then I can say it's a very great achievement, because you being the national team, if you don't go to this kind of African Games, Common Games, Olympics, I don't think you can call yourself as a national athlete, because these are the three main major factors that as a national athlete you have to go. And then for me, comparing this 13th African Games to the Morocco one that we did, I think this one is a very great African Games that I've ever experienced, because of one or two things that was involved that was not involved in the last 4 years on. And then it's a very great achievement for me. It's a very, very great achievement for me, and I'm very happy with that.
When I got to the grounds, hiding, doing my own rounds and things, I realized that the equipment, the tools you guys use, the equipment to really test your readiness, or for Africa to really know that you are there, were the top notch. I don't see most of them in our various gyms where you guys train and stuff like that. And so on the first day, when you saw your other colleagues from other African countries coming in, some with names, with rankings and everything, what really was going through your mind, looking at the weight you were in and looking at the type of competition you were going to face?
Oh, okay. This is not my first competition, so as I saw them, I was a little bit okay, but I was having a competitor in which for the past 3 years I've not heard from him. So as I saw him, it was running through my mind, this man, what's his record now? What competition has he gone to? Because he hasn't ever got into competition for 3 years now. So I don't know his record now. And then I'm coming to compete with him. So he was the one that my coach was targeting. And we're asking ourselves, we don't know his record. And then when he's training too and he sees me, he stops. So it becomes a little bit this thing for us. But lo and behold, we were able to track him down, and then I was able to beat him in the competition.
So at the end of the day, where did you finish in the heavyweight category? Where did you finish? Because it got to the Ghanaians were scared, because there was this Libyan who later realized that he was in a fasting mood or what, and then had to collapse after carry. So everybody was scared that, hey, then your sports is dangerous, you can die. And so, where did you finish? What really? Just talk and let them feel the vibe in weightlifting.
Oh, okay. I placed fourth in the All African Games, in which, let's say, it's not supposed to be, because during the final entries and other kind of this thing, I was targeting gold and silver. Because when you check at the final entries, I was second in the final entries. But after the final entries and the meeting that the coaches had, the technical meeting, later on, I realized that 2 people have joined my bodyweight category, and then those 2 people too, they are also African champions. So it dropped me down, and then I have to do my possible best. So my coach even told me that, Gabriel, you have to try your best. If you will not even get medal, top 4, you have to be in it. At least that one can motivate the big men, so that you get a chance and go to the Olympics qualify, the Commonwealth qualify, sorry. So those are the things that motivated me, and then I did my best, and lo and behold, I was able to place fourth.
Tell me a little bit about what the fans did at the hall when you guys come. What really did the fans do that really gingered you the more? Because the thing, Charlie, people came, the stars came, those that are strong, with names, with rankings, with experience. But what really will really say you, Gabriel, and your team, as you led Team Ghana's weightlifters? What did the fans really do for you?
Okay, with the fans, the people that came that gingered me mostly was my workplace. That's the Ghana Prison Service. Yeah, as I saw them in uniform, they came in.
Their numbers
coming. I said, guys, wow. This is a very great something for me, because the director of sports was able to release them to come and support me. So that one alone motivated me, and I said, no, I can't disgrace these people. I have to do my possible best and make them proud. Wow. And moreover, to all the athletes were looking up to me, because I'm the general captain, and I have to set a good example, because leadership comes by example. So all these things were able to motivate me to do my best.
Okay, let me come to Coachy. Share this African Games experience for us. You guys have been training behind the scenes. When we hear you want to go for a championship, sometimes you'll be told that, oh, at the last minute, oh, we don't have enough money to send you guys. Then you guys will wait. You keep training. Sometimes at the Accra Sports Stadium, you visit other gyms. You pay. Sometimes you have to pay when you finish your nutrition. Everything. That story we know. We know. What really was going through your mind when finally weightlifting is coming? Weightlifting will start. It started. Can you share that excitement with us and everything that went on for you as a coach with your other colleagues and then the team?
Well, to me, in weightlifting, we know always there is a challenge for us.
Okay.
We don't have support. We don't have anybody who is assisting us. But one thing we know is that we always motivating ourselves. We used to tell the athlete that you train, because as a military man, always prepare for war. So train. By all means, we go to competition. At times, they will say we should train. Competition is coming. When the time reach, you see that they say there's no money. Yeah, but we keep motivating them. So they should prepare. By all means, there will be a competition. God so good, All African Games come on.
So how big was the All African Games? How big was it for you?
Yeah.
I just want to know, how big was it? Because not all disciplines in this country had the opportunity to even be part of the sport codes. But weightlifting was there. What really has the African Games done for this, your sports that you coach people?
Yeah, thank you. All African Games has done a great thing in my life, especially where I work in Abosokai. They don't know that I'm a coach or I'm doing sports. So as it happened like that, they saw me on television. When I went back to them, they said, wow, not knowing you are a coach. So
meaning that even around now, your profile has boosted.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Now tell me, in the course of the competition till the end, what will you say were some of the things that you've seen that really has empowered you as a coach, that the next African Games, if God doesn't come and gives you life, you will do to push your athletes to a gold medal or a bronze medal or a silver medal fit?
Yeah, thank you. As a coach, I'll make sure through these African Games, where these African Games take me to, I see that it's a great thing in my life. So I'll keep motivating them, I'll keep advising them and train them seriously so that any games they will participate.
Okay, let me come to Gabriel. Over the years, the narratives have been there. Some of us, we do follow you guys. Yes, so we understand. But when we get you here, because you matter, that's why I bring you here. So we'll walk us through. What really goes into your preparations to get you ready to face these big boys? Sometimes you see the videos and you look at it. Libyan weightlifter coming in, Algerian weightlifters from the African continent. You see them coming and you really see that indeed these are men. What really goes into your training, and what really can you tell us? How many months of preparations will get you to where you guys are?
Okay, with weightlifting aspect, that one, when you're preparing for competition, we don't have target like I'm training for 1 year, I'm training for 2 years. It's continuous training. It's a continuous training, because when you stop weightlifting for 1 month or 2 months and then you start again, it's like you're restarting from the scratch. So the preparation as the All African Games were approaching, by then, the funny thing enough was I was at work as a prison officer.
Yes, I was coming to you because you are an officer.
Yes.
You work. So how do you balance it?
I was
then home, then everything.
I was performing my duty all right, and later on, a letter came from the Federation that they need me to come and represent Ghana for the All African Games. So I have to be released to come and prepare myself, not knowing those that I'm going to compete with. They've started training for almost years. They've been in camp for almost 2 years, based on those that I was communicating with. And then I asked myself, wow, I'm coming to use just 1 year to go and challenge some people that have trained for continuous 2 to 3 years, non-stop. So, like, I motivated myself and I said I can do it. And then the release came and I started training. But my coaches did very well. They didn't even allow me to rest. They did not allow me to rest. And then everything that they have, they impacted it into me, and then they were able to make sure that I achieve what I have to achieve.
What really did the Cape Coast campaign do? Because I was at Cape Coast, I saw you once, and you guys were there. What really did that campaign that really do to really tell you guys that we are ready for, or get ready for the African Games?
Well, to me, the Cape Coast campaign, I think it's a very good plus to the government for them camping we for that 2-month campaign, because most of the athletes, some of them are stubborn. And if I say stubborn,
I understand. You are the captain, so you know.
Yes. So the campaign really helped us a lot, because you've left home, you've left all your problems. Some of the athletes, they don't have money to buy food. So when they are done training and they go home, they find it difficult to cater for themselves. But during the campaign, you don't have time to think that I'm done with training, I'm going to buy food. Everything was there set. So the mindset and everything was on your competition. Well, there's nothing that was bothering you. Everything that you need, we were able to be provided at the Cape Coast campaign.
Wow. And so meaning that for you to call yourself a professional athlete, you need to get everything all around. Yes. So you won't be distracted.
Sure.
That's the picture you have.
Yes.
So if today, as the Minister of Youth and Sports watches you, the Chief Director is watching you at the Ministry of Youth and Sports right now, they are watching the show right now. The Chef de Mission is watching right now. If they call again that they are going for camping, will you go?
For sure. I'll be very glad. And then I even want the next All-African Games, the campaign should even last 3 to 4 months. Because there's a big difference in it. When you look at last 4 years, Morocco, the camping was just only 2 weeks. And look at the medals that we had. And look at camping for 2 months and the medals that we were able to deliver. So imagine the camping will be extended to 3 months or 4 months. Look at the kind of medals that Ghana will be delivering for the country.
Because initially people were saying that the camping was no quote-unquote, not all important, blah, 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 blah. But you are the athlete, so.
Yeah, I am the athlete, and then camping is very good for athletes. There's no athlete who will tell you that camping is not good. Camping is very, 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 very good, because it helps you to cycle your mind. There's nothing that is going to distract you.
Okay. So, now, let me come back to where I want to reach. This platform has given everybody the opportunity that there is potential in weightlifting, in Ghana sports. What is it that can be done to get more of you and the other colleagues who even couldn't make the team? Because I know a lot of weightlifters were there that really couldn't make the mark, or because of quota system, they didn't include them in the team as the national captain. What do you think can be done to help maintain the momentum or even go ahead?
Oh, okay. To me, if I'll get you clear, I think what can help weightlifting to develop, as you're saying, right? Yeah, it's the matter about sponsorship. Sponsorship, that is what I can say about it, because for weightlifting, it's an individual games, and then moreover to when someone is coming to sponsor, it's like, I'm coming to sponsor, invest my money in it without not getting anything in return. So it scares people not to come and then sponsor and cater for it. So I think when you get a sponsorship and we get people who put their eyes on us, give us the platform to get a better place and train, and then provide us with our supplement and the things that we need, I think it's going to be a great achievement for us.
Okay, Coach, you saw the other athletes that came for the African Games. What made them look good outside? Aesthetically, we see some of them, we say, oh, this round here is a pro. What really do you think can be done to keep and then also make Ghanaian athletes look like them or even better than them?
Thank you. In Ghana here, I'll say our big men, they don't want to help the sports. That's what I know.
That's what you know, or that's what you feel.
I feel, because of what I see.
You've been in the sports, nobody comes to you. That's what you feel.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's the feeling, but not the knowing. Okay, so let's use the feeling.
Yeah,
so you feel that they are not paying that attention, eh?
Yeah, they are not paying attention.
So
but when they pay attention, we have a lot of guys out there who succeed in sports.
You mean we have more of Gabriels out there?
More, yeah. Especially those African, other countries that came. They pay them to train, especially Nigerian, I know. They pay the athletes to train.
So the Nigerian athletes that came, all of them were on subvention.
Exactly.
They received
a small, something
TNT
small.
to even come and train.
Sure.
But
as you know, where we train now in stadium, you know how the gym is, even before the All-African game. See some small corner we train, because they are renovating our gym there. So the captain find a place for us to train over there.
Even it is the captain that had to go and manage.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's not his duty to do that. It's you. So all those things is affecting us.
So your president might be watching. Honorable Koda boss, Honorable Jerry. Now the whole of Ghana is looking at you. When Winifred won the medal, they saw you in the picture. You were smiling. So so he's watching. What really you are the guys on the ground. Yes, you go and do the paperwork here and there, but how should the agency be? What really do you guys need? I saw the medals that were brought in for the African Games for you guys to say, but these ones you don't see it at your gyms. So which ones do you lift, and then how different was that one? Coach, I'm so the accounting game, but now tell me, those equipment, are they the ones you need?
Yeah, it's perfect.
These ones?
Exactly.
These are
the standard equipment we need.
But you don't have it at your gyms?
Now we have it.
Now you have it?
Exactly. Yeah. Now we have it.
Okay.
So we need the big men to come to our aid, to support us, especially we the coaches. We are not being paid.
Okay, that's one too, is another thing.
It's another thing.
The athletes are not being paid.
And the coaches are not being paid.
And then the coaches too are not being paid.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know why it's like that in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, because in other countries, I think they are paying coaches.
Okay.
I know they are paying coaches, but Ghana here they don't pay any coach, and we are suffering a lot. You can ask them how we manage to come to training is tough. It's not easy.
You are thinking about how the athletes will come to training and come and train with sound mind.
Yeah.
But
if we have something, we have to. The coaches have to help the athletes who don't have.
Yes. And you cry, you don't have.
You cry, you don't have.
And you want the athletes
to come and train. At times they will be fighting at you, coach. I don't have money. I haven't eat. At times I don't have transport to training. A whole lot.
Interesting.
You see, so maybe they will not be serious. So when they see that there's a competition, before we see that they are coming because there's competition coming on. You see, but in weightlifting, you have to train continuously, so that you pick up the form. Not you sit down to competition maybe 2-3 months before you pretend you are serious. Then you are coming to train.
So meaning that in the past, Ghanaian athletes have been pretending. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, because of them, they don't have. Because they don't have. When competition time, then they come, they make serious. It's true.
Okay.
Gabi can do better than what he did.
You sure?
Because Gabi is fresh than those Nigerians, those Egyptians you saw. Gabi is fresh. Even about how old are you? Almost 20 something. You see, and those guys you saw, some are almost 30, 32. Years. Fresh blood. He can do better if he gets support. What we do in Ghana here, in weightlifting, people will surprise.
Okay. So with the experience you've got, let me come back to you before. So I'll ask you what plans you have, so that today as minister watches you or the chief director watches you and says, okay, so what can we do for weightlifting? So you can put something on paper, say it as your experience for the African Games. Maybe through that there will be a change. I'll come to you for you to give me that one before you go. But Gabriel, I've heard coach is saying that even on no crown, nothing is happening. But sincerely, what do you think we can do to get all weightlifters that have decided to turn their attention to somewhere else? Because Charlie, no help, nothing. Waking up at dawn, training, no food to supplement the energy that is lost. Coming back again, Charlie, it is difficult. What do you think can be done? You are an athlete. What do you think can be done?
To me, the first thing that I would say is that job opportunity. Like when all the athletes who are jobless are being provided with a job that at least every month they can get something into their pocket, I think it's going to give them a sound mind and then make them happy to train.
So, what you just said, meaning that psychologically, Ghanaian athletes are not stable.
Ghanaian athletes are not stable.
So they can't deliver when the needs come because they are thinking about what to eat, where to sleep, what to wear.
Yeah,
that is a fact. And then more about
is going to eat.
I can say our president, which is Honorable Jerry Shai Ahmed, is doing everything that he can to make sure that we, the athletes, we are okay. But he alone cannot do this job. Him alone can never do this job. And then I can just say that he has invested in weightlifting. He has really invested in weightlifting. Even this 13th All African Games, the place that we were supposed to have the competition, at least he invested in that place too. So, kind man who is trying to help us, he has to at least get some sponsorship from other companies to come and support him so that they can deliver the weightlifting to a higher level. And moreover, to what I want to let the minister know is that we have a very great talent and then great athletes who are there who can deliver for them in these Commonwealth Games and then the next 4 years All African Games, which will be held in, I think, Morocco or Egypt. To me like this, now we have the equipment. So our president is trying to make sure that we will get some clubs along all the regions. We'll get a club along all the regions, which is going to bring a challenge to we the lifters. Because as I'm here, the super heavyweight, I'm the only super heavyweight.
And so far we have in this
country. Far, yes, in this country, I'm the only super heavyweight. But when you go to other countries, country like Nigeria, all the states, they have club at that place. And then before you qualify to a national team, you have to compete among individuals throughout the state. And they will pick just 2 or 3. So when you tell yourself that I'm sitting home, I'm the only super heavyweight, automatically when competition comes, I will go. That is what is weakness. But when you're able to expand the weightlifting to all the regions, that place, I will not even sit down comfortable because I know that people are training other places. So when there's a competition, I will struggle with them, compete with them. Whoever that will be best will be selected. And these are the things that the president is trying to look at. So far as we've gotten the equipment, now the president is looking forward for the board members and the companies to come in and support so that we can deliver a very nice building or a space that can be used for weightlifting in other regions. So that is what our president, Honorable Jerry Shai.
Okay. Honorable Jerry, thank you very much. But you hit on something that I was coming to. Glory be to God, you are part of the security service. You are a prison officer. I don't remember the last time that CESA Games came on. Imagine there was CESA Games. I believe that we will get a super heavyweight at Ghana Army. We can get some at Ghana Police. We can get some at Navy. Immigration. Everybody will build a team. And so now that your president and your leaders are trying, now the equipment are in. The African Games equipment will stay with Ghana. So weightlifters, you get your own. Now that you have refurbishment is going on at the gym that you train, what do you think? Now your officers are watching you. Now, if today you go back and your boss calls you that, Gabriel, what do you think can be done? What will you say about CESA Games? The reintroduction, the rebirth of CESA Games. Because if the security services are into something, see how it works. So tell me, from where you sit, what do you think CESA Games can do for everybody?
Oh, okay. With the CESA Games, I think it has to be, it has to come back because it's really helped a lot of athletes to show themselves what they can do.
Okay.
And then moreover to CESA Games is a game that gathers most of the officers together to get a 9 sports that they want to do. And then majority of the federations, that is whereby they start picking their athletes to join their sports. So I think the CESA Games, most of the security personnel and then the sports ministers who are watching me now, if they are supposed to bring the CESA Games back to its system, it will be very, very, very great achievement.
Great. Our time runs fast. We're checking out from the studio. 30 seconds. Coach, a message to Ghanaians about weightlifting, and then you also wrap it up for me. We are checking out from the studio. So give me a message. What do you tell Ghanaians?
Thank you. I'll plead to the minister or the government to meet all the companies in Ghana to at least talk to them so that they can support or manage any of the sports.
Thank you very much. Gabriel, what are you telling Ghanaians?
Okay, the only thing I want to tell Ghanaians and the sports minister is that all interview that I do, there's one thing that I say. A lot of things happen at the All African Games in which Ghanaians were lacking officials. So this officiating aspect, I think the sports minister have to come in so that they will help the coaches and the athletes to go and do official courses, so that when there's any competition, Ghanaians will get their officials so that the cheating will stop.
Thank you very much. And so you heard from experience from the weightlifters. We say a big thank you for doing the watching. That's the page. The page will turn same time tomorrow. Bye for now.